So, took a little road trip yesterday. Got out, went to several different stores. Went to Ross, went to Burlington, went to Marshall's, and TJ Maxx. I think I found something at each stop. I think. Maybe not Ross. Well, you want to know what I found on my little adventure yesterday? Shopping in Madison, Alabama and Huntsville, Alabama. Come back, enjoy the intro. See you in just a second. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? Happy Tuesday to everybody. Hope everybody's had themselves a great day. For those of you, if this is your first time coming upon your boy, I am Trey Sense, and this is our channel. What we do here is we talk about fragrances, bro. Fragrances, oils, body sprays, every now and then a candle or two, which I hadn't gotten a candle in a while, but we do talk about them. We talk about them. We had discussions. And if this is your first time coming by, thank you. What took you so long? Give me a sub. Now, for those of you who are repeat offenders and just can't stay away from the scene of the crime, just keep returning, thank you. I appreciate you. Welcome back. Now let's get into this. Okay, I'm gonna start it off right. A fragrance that I honestly had seen other reviewers and other people say that they saw at Burlington. This was the specific reason that I went on this trip. Prada Rossa Black. I could not wait to get this fragrance. I was there. Burlington was my last stop, and I was like, man, I ain't gonna see it. Oh well. And I just happened to look to the left of me, and it was standing right there. What does it say? Old adage: if it had been a snake, it'd have bit me. It had got me because it was right there, and I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Because I already had two other fragrances in my hand because I didn't think I was gonna see this one. So I was like, okay. So I scooped him up and was like, went over there and sit down. Tried to call JP up. He didn't answer. Called Manny up. He didn't. Yeah, Manny answered, but Manny was no help. Manny was no help. Called Sam. Sam didn't answer at the time. He finally called back, but because I was just wanting to make sure that the price was good on it. So of course I did what I always do. I looked it up online. So I paid $49.99 for the 50 ml, which I got my Rossa Sport at the same place, and it was $49.99 for 100 ml. So I would have liked to have gotten this cheaper or 100 ml, but prices online, this was between $75 and $85 for the 100 ml. So I figure 50 for the 50 ml is actually pretty good. Now, do I like this fragrance? Yeah, I do. I do. It's right up my alley. It's nice. It's nice, it's classy, sophisticated. It's a little bit... Sorry about that interruption, but you know how I told you I called JP and he didn't answer. That was JP calling. I forgot to cut my phone on airplane mode, so it's JP calling. Anyway, it's a little bit powdery, a little bit sweet, masculine. I'm thrilled to have this. Can't wait to wear it. Proud to have it in my collection. Even if I did overpay maybe a little bit by 50 bucks, I think it was worth it. It was the sole reason I went to Huntsville yesterday, was to try to find Prada Rossa Black. And I have it. Next on the list, I think, what is it, Carbon? And this is, it's a nice fragrance. Clean, fresh, powdery. Love it. Cannot wait to wear this. Yeah, cannot wait to wear this, man. Date night, church, anything like that. I think this is gonna rock out. I think it's better than Le Male. This, as I take a glance at my powdery scents in there, I have a Monte Code, Profumo, and Valentino Uomo Intense. Those are real powdery fragrances as well. And of course, Le Male, the king of powderies. But I like this one. I like this one. I like those other two though. I like the Monte Code, and I like the. Excuse me, I just drunk a Powerade Zero, by the way. Those are good. If y'all haven't tried the Powerade Zeros, man, y'all need to try them. They got some pretty good flavors out right now. My favorite, I think, is what is it? Peach Citrus is what it's called. And they got one, I think, watermelon berry, and then old school orange and red and grape. I love the grape and red, but that peach citrus is the bomb. Love it. Did I just say the bomb? Man, I'm getting old. The peach citrus is amazing. It's delicious. It's tantalizing. It's everything but the bomb. The bomb. People still say that. And I'm getting old. Nonetheless, I digress. Back on track. I like this fragrance. I like it a lot. It is powdery. So if you have a lot of powdery scents, you may not want this. You may not need this. You may want to pass. But I'm glad I got it. Love that black bottle. That's just classy to me. That's dope. As my boy Sam Broom would say. So that's what I found at Burlington. Also at Burlington, and I don't know if I'm going to keep this one. I hate to return fragrances, but I'm not sure about this one. From the house of Dolce and Gabbana. Light Blue Sun. Does this smell good? Mm-hmm. It does. It smells really good. It smells good. Is this the time of the year to be wearing this fragrance? Mm-hmm. It is. Yeah, it's that time of year. This is the time of year for this fragrance to be worn. Is it super casual? Absolutely. Occasions for this bad boy, you already know. You're going out to eat with your lady friend at one of those nice Mexican restaurants. You know, you're sipping on some margaritas or some sangrias or something. You're just out on the back patio. Maybe they got a live band playing. You're eating your salsa. It's just casual, relaxed. You know, your nice t-shirt and your nice shorts, maybe some khakis, maybe some loafers, some Sperry boat shoes or something like that. Just extremely, extremely casual. Or on vacation, anywhere like that. I get the sun, the light blue sun. I get the sun aspect of it. Only problem I have with this fragrance, and it's mainly in the dry down. 3/4 of the fragrance is different from Lacoste Eau Fraiche, the green bottle. I almost had it. I had it out, but I put it up because I was like, they don't need to see that. They know what I'm talking about. Lacoste Eau Fraiche. In the green bottle that fades down to white. It's part of the L1212 line. The dry down on that fragrance and this one are almost identical to the point where you can't tell them apart. And neither one of them are major performers. So in my mind, I'm going, Trey, if you already have the Lacoste L1212 Eau Fraiche, do you need this one? This is a 75 ml for $40. It's $39. So my mind is going, you know, you'll be back in Huntsville in probably about 2 weeks. I'll be making another trip up there. So, do you want to spend $40 on this fragrance? Because I opened it in the car, and as soon as I sprayed it, as soon as I smelled it, I was like, I've got that fragrance, and I think I know what it is. I think I know what it's reminding me of. And I was like, I need to get home and spray them on. So when I got home, got my box, got settled, got unpacked, got all my stuff in it, got it situated for the evening, got it out, sprayed it on, and I was like, they're similar, but 3/4 of it is different. The first half of the fragrances, they were not alike. So I was just like, maybe I should keep it. But the longer it stayed on my skin and the longer it dried down, which is the dry down is the majority of the fragrance because it moves through the progressions of the top halves fast. So I was like, man, I don't know. So the verdict is still out on whether I'm gonna keep this, and it's not because it's a good bad fragrance, because it's a really good scent. So if you don't have the Lacoste L1212 Eau Fraiche, then you may want to get this one because it is a nice, bright, easy to wear fragrance. If you have that, you won't need this. You might want to stay away from it. Good looking box as well. See that? I know some people like to go. We're gonna respect the box because I need the box. Putting him back in the box. Now, before that, I had stopped at Marshall's. And I found something in Marshall's. And it's from a house that I really, really like. It's from the house of Banana Republic. And there it is. It is Black Walnut Legend. Now, find some skin to spray this on. Now, what does this fragrance smell like? It smells like a vintage clones is what it smells like. And I knew that when I bought it because I had seen reviews. I'd even talked to Cheapo about it and Sam about it. So I knew what it smelled like. And again, like I said, I've seen reviews on it. But I guess it didn't dawn on me. Trey, you've got 3 or 4 Aventus clones as it is. You have London, you have Insurrection Pure too. But then I thought, well, it's $19. You already have Black Walnut. You may as well get Legend. Then I thought about my subs. I said, you know what? My subs might appreciate this fragrance. They might want to know. They might want to know about this fragrance. So, here we are. To the elephant in the room. Does it smell like Aventus? Yes and no. It has an Aventus vibe, but it also has an Elysium type of vibe because Elysium and Aventus have the same type of vibe, minus a few notes. So, in my honest, humble opinion, it reminds me a little bit more of Elysium than it does Aventus. And the reason that I say that is this. My Aventus is extremely fruity. I have a very, very fruity batch. This is not quite as fruity. So, is this a stellar performing fragrance? No. It's going to be about average on the performance, 4 to 6 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours of longevity. Is it just an amazing scent profile? It's good. It's good. It's not mind-blowing. It's not going to blow you away. It's not. Especially if you've smelled Elysium and you've smelled Aventus. You're not going to be wowed by this. Nonetheless, I think Banana Republic did a really, really good job at bringing a very good smelling citrus type of fragrance to the market for 19 bucks. If you're wanting a Creed clone, an Aventus clone, I think you would be better off getting Club de Nuit Man Intense or Insurrection Pure 2. But if you're wanting something that's kind of in the middle of Elysium and Aventus, I think you should give this a try. It's 20 bucks. It does smell good and it does give you that Aventus vibe, but it's just not really as smooth or as natural smelling as Aventus is. Is it good? Yes. I think it's a good fragrance. Out of a scale of 1 to 10, if I had to rate it, I'd give it a good 7. Good solid 7. 6.5, 7. And again, you guys always know, for me, it's price versus performance. So if it smells good and performs good, or performs halfway decent and it was inexpensive, it's a win. So I mean, I can't knock this fragrance. It is definitely a win. But don't get this thinking that you're getting something that smells exactly like Aventus, because if I'm being 100% honest with you, the only thing that smells exactly like Aventus is Aventus. It's just one of those fragrances that is just hard to dupe. It's hard to clone. You can come close, but that's it. As they say, often imitated, never duplicated. So there you go. Nonetheless, great fragrance for $19. I think you should add it into your collection, especially with the warm weather coming up. Yeah, just don't think you're getting Aventus for $19, because you're not. Last but not least is one that just took me by surprise. I'm in TJ Maxx. I took the top off of it, smell it, and I go, that smells good. It reminds me of something. As you see, it's in no box. Clearance label right there on the bottle, $8. So I'm smelling it, and I picked it up in the women's section. So I'm like, man, that smells good. What is that? What is that? I kept smelling. Smelled this before. And standing in line, get to the car, and I'm like, I sprayed it on the bag because the lady wrapped it up for me in the little paper. So I sprayed some of it on the paper. I'm like, I know I've smelled that. Like, anyway, so now I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to Burlington now. So this was my second stop at TJ Maxx. Marshall's was first. So I still can't figure out what it is. So I'm going to, go on about my day, get home, later that night. I'm laying there on the bed, got my fragrances spread out, just thinking about them, looking at them, looking online at just different things. And I'm like, what does it smell like? And then it hit me. I mean, it just like hit me. Sauvage, dummy. And I was like, I'll be damned. It does smell like Sauvage. And the name of the fragrance is, could you see it? Voyage. How about that? I think these companies ain't putting some time into cloning them. Voyage. This is Voyage, not Sauvage, Voyage. And it is by, looks like that says Shirley May Deluxe. Yeah. Delu. Shirley May Delu. I'll spell it for you. D-E-L-U, a star, and E. I know. For $8. Now, does this smell like Sauvage? Yes, it really does. It's pretty decent. For $8, I'm definitely glad to have picked this up and added this in my collection. Even if I just end up wearing it a few times and giving it to somebody, still for $8, I'm glad I picked this up. And again, this is why I always get out and go on the hunt, because you honestly never know what you're gonna find. And sometimes you find little hidden gems like this. I'm gonna put this in the air. Y'all, that's nice, man. That's nice. Is it a 100% direct hit? Nah, I think it's maybe 90%. Does it smell good, heavy on the ambroxan? Yeah. So if you like Sauvage and just feel like, you know what, for the price it's not worth it, then give Voyage a chance. Give Voyage a try. You might like it. I know I do. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. That has been just things I found yesterday out on my hunt. I think it's 4 fragrances. Man, oh man, oh man. Burlington had quite a few fragrances. So, yeah, you may want to get out and go look, because they got quite a few things in there. So, but again, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, share, and sub. And until next time, peace.